Gabriel had trouble falling asleep that night. It was likely due to lack of work. That one walk hadn't been particularly exhausting, and he hadn't started the research yet. His thoughts were running rampant again. Winona, the trial, the photos, Anderson's smug face, the court notice. Suspended, suspended, suspended. Knock, knock, knock. Gabriel shot up into a sitting position. He hadn't imagined it. He wasn't going crazy. Something was making that noise for real. Maybe the heating system or a drain that got detached from the facade. But whatever it was, he was going to find it now so he could finally sleep in peace. He took a few steps toward the bedroom door, reconsidered, and returned for the lamp on the bedside table. Not for illumination, the lights in the hallway were working fine. But he felt better holding something in his hand. Lamp facing forward, he edged toward the door and slowly creaked it open. A shadow moved by the staircase. Gabriel's heart jumped into his throat. 2 days, and a criminal had already found him. But his brain, used to working in a pinch, quickly replaced panic with logic. Small town, not likely major crimes happened here. A burglar at best, but more likely some adventurous kid who thought he could scare the new resident. Gabriel sneaked his hand along the wall until he felt the light switch. He turned it on and pointed the lamp at where he'd seen the darkness move. Freeze! It wasn't a kid. A young woman, mid-20s perhaps, stood at the top of the staircase. Up to there, Gabriel could still explain it. But he couldn't explain why she yelped in surprise as he turned on the lights, as if he'd scared her, not the other way around. Or why she was dressed in a high-necked, long-sleeved velvet gown straight out of a costume drama. Her curly auburn hair was piled on top in a hairstyle Gabriel hadn't seen outside of blurred Victorian photographs. And her deep brown eyes were wide on her pale, oval-shaped face. No matter how many trials he'd faced and was perfectly prepared for, in this moment, Gabriel's brain called it quits and decided logic was for someone else. Freeze? Despite his best defense being only a lamp, the woman should have reacted more burglar-like. But her eyes grew even wider, and she covered her mouth as she gasped. "No way!" she said in a non-burglar-like, actually rather pleasant voice. "You can see me?"